Hello everyone, welcome back. So we are going to talk about the collections and the streams and what are the difference between those. Okay, so there are lot of difference between collection and streams, but the core is the below. When you talk about the collection, you can read a collection and you can write. That means you can add an element, you can update a collection, you can add, delete, update, remove. But in the streams, you can only read the data. You can iterate the data. The way you can iterate it might be different, but streams can only read the data. So collections is eagerly evaluated because it is possible for in-text based also, but in streams it is not possible because it's lazily evaluated. The reason is once the data is iterated, we are doing some intermediate methods to convert the data or transform a data into different set of data, or we are putting some filter. Everything is possible in under the streams. Okay, and collection is all about the data, but streams is not like that. It's about how we are going to work with the data, the computation on a data. Okay, and collection is iterated over the iterator, but streams it's using internal iteration, the help of for each method. The another important thing, and we never thought about it, when you have a collection, for example, if you have a list of data, you can iterate over and over and over again. But in the streams, once the data is started streamed, you cannot do it again. We can see that in a simple example how those things is going to work. Okay, let's create a simple example to see how the collection and streams are exactly differentiate. Open Eclipse. So I'm going to create a new class here. So stream, this is collection example, and I need to have a main method. Okay, good. So let's create a simple array list and we'll iterate them. So I'm going to create a list of string, so names, so import the list. So here new array list, so you can add the element to it. So new array list. Okay, so I'm going to add some of names into it. Name dot add John. So let me copy paste it. Add an Nancy. So how we are going to iterate then this particular list? Our traditional method. We are going to use the for method, string name names. So the traditional way of iterating data with the help of iterator, iterate each and every element. So I'm going to print them also. This is dot, and I'm going to print the name. Just run this. See, you can see the data here. Correct? Okay, let's create a stream of names and we'll see how we are going to iterate them. So what I'm gonna do is here I'm going to create a stream of names. So stream of string rem stream equal to import the stream. So you can use the stream.off method, or else we already have a list here. So we can directly convert them into a list. Names dot by adding the stream method. Now we have the stream of string data is ready. So how are we going to iterate this? As I said, it's going to use the internal iterator operation. The method is for each method. So stream dot for each. So we're going to print the data. So I need to have a CISO here. Okay, I'm going to listen here. Okay, so let me run this. What is the problem here? So it's just a B. Save it and run it now. You could see the same data, but see how effectively the stream has been handled the data. I need to create a for loop here, and I need to use the external iterator here. So it will iterate each and every element and it will print the data. And here we have an internal iterator which is nothing but for each method, because always the internal method is faster. Okay, and what else we discussed? Okay, we discussed about iterating the data. Let me try it out again. So once, if it is a collection, you can iterate it a number of times. So here you can mention as or I can do that iteration 1, and here I can put as iteration 2. So let's see the outcome. Run this. See, iteration 1, iteration 2. So we are able to iterate the data the number of times, n number of times, right? Can you do the same thing here? Okay, let me try to iterate them again. Let's see what happened. See, illegal state exception. Stream has already been operated upon or a closed stream. Okay, so once the stream is opened and it is processed, that means we cannot use the stream again. So it can be used only once. Okay, that is the main purpose. So we know that we cannot iterate them again. Okay, let's go through another important method. Like we can debug the streams in a easier way. Okay, there is some method called peek. Under the stream we can use the peek method, which will help us to show the data, each and every, I mean all the details about the data which is handling by the particular iterator. Okay, let's see that. So let me try to create a another variable here. So I'm going to create a list of string which will return the person list or person name list. So we have a person repository where we can get all the person information. Dot get all persons, and I'm going to use a streams here. Correct, stream, and I'm going to use the map method to transform the data. So dot map. So the data which I'm trying to retrieve is get name from the person. So the person, I'm going to use a method reference here. Get name. Import the person. Get name. Okay, and then I'm going to collect them. So what is error here? Person repository dot get all persons. I'm opening this stream and I'm mapping the person and the names. Then I'm going to collect. Try select. So I'm going to use a collector here to specify which type of collector I'm going to collect. I'm going to use a list. So I need to use to list. Got it? So looks very simple, right? This is just iterating my repository and iterating all the persons and retrieving all the names from that particular list of persons. Okay, so let's try to use the peak here. So whenever it streams the person, I want to print the data. So what I'm going to do is, once the stream is opened, I'm going to use the peak method. Peak will accept a consumer. Okay, so peak open, and here you need to provide what we are going to do. So we are going to print the data or person. That's all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment out these things to see the clear output. Okay, let's run this and see the outcome. See, there is something else also getting printed here. What is that? Okay, this one. Save it and run it again. See, I have the person name here, but I haven't printed yet. I mean, I haven't put any CISO to print the data. But what eventually happening is whenever you mention a peak, that means a debug element. Okay, that will taken care of the explanation which you're giving inside the peak operations. You can provide whatever, you don't have to print all this information. If you want, you can just provide whatever the information you need, or you can just put a hobbies and run this. You can get the proper information. Okay, so for now I'm going to keep it as a all personal information. So can we add something else also here? Do we need to use only one peak here? No. Like filter, we can use multiple peaks here. So I want to print the information here. And also once the data is converted into a list of string or stream of string, then I want to do a peek to see what are the names inside in it. Because let's run it again. So here I have all the information. Once the data transformed, then I want to do the same operation. Peek of. Let me use the method reference here. System dot out is a class and printl println. You can simply put system dot out println. You can do the same thing like this also. Okay, so save it and run it again. See, now we got all the information. This is the first peak and this is the second peak. So when you're working with a lot of data, if you want to know what are the data is passing to each and every steps, you can use the peak to know the data. Okay, so we came to end of this particular video. So we are going to see about the stream APIs in the next tutorial, and what are the important stream operations are available, and how we are going to retrieve the data, and how we are going to transform the data into one type to another type. Whatever we have seen so far, those are all very pretty much basic stuff. Okay, we'll see each other in the next video. Thank you.